Live from the capital city, Cheyenne News Now at 5:30 starts now.
Good evening. You're watching Cheyenne News Now at 5:30. I'm meeting Greco.
And I'm Drew Sutherland. Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, you know, if we were asked to describe this year's weather with only one word, a lot of us would probably say
wet. And you're not alone in that analysis. Today I met with the National Weather Service to learn more about what's happening and how it's affecting Cheyenne's outdoor activities. In Cheyenne, as of Wednesday, we've already seen over 17 inches of precipitation this year. That's way above our yearly average of around 16 inches, and that's taking into account we're only in August.
And about 13, almost 14 inches of that has fallen since May 1st. So particularly since May, we've been extremely wet.
And with over 4.5 months to go, we could definitely see more precipitation before the end of the year. Cheyenne is currently wetter than Corpus Christi, Texas, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Tampa, Florida. Those are all some pretty rainy and or snowy places, and if that number doesn't surprise you, Cheyenne has also topped the rain totals of the Rain City.
For example, we've received more rainfall than Seattle has this year, which is a pretty rare occurrence.
Many areas of the greater Cheyenne Greenway flood when rainfall becomes excessive, much like we're seeing this year. Many underpasses do have pumps to provide relief from flooding, but too much water can cause them to clog or even burn out entirely. Also, flooding brings sediment into the underpasses, which can be sticky, gross, and slippery.
When you have a lot of rain that falls at once, it can pick up mud and cause some runoff, and that can certainly cause some problems with flooding. Luckily this year, it hasn't rained that hard for too long, so we haven't had any major flooding issues, outside of the typical flood-prone areas throughout the city. But
if you are headed outdoors, just remember there is still mud and pools of water scattered about, so take it slow and take it easy. Boy, it's been rainy this summer, but thankfully, we're looking at a slight break from the action, Drew.
I'm not opposed to that, honestly.
I'm not fully convinced.
Maybe it will give us an opportunity to enjoy that greenway while it's dry. Let's go ahead and check in with Ethan Bird, and maybe he can tell us what's coming up next. Ethan.